चले भाई, मैं यहीं रहूँगा. हेलो एम वेलकम एवरीवन. ये ठीक है कैमरा? बोल देना प्रमोद 1 2 3 काउंट डाउन. हाँ अकेले. हेलो हेलो, माइक ऑन है भाई. हेलो हेलो 1 2 3. हेलो एंड वेलकम एवरीवन. गुड आफ्टरनून. Hello and welcome everyone. We are here to talk about India versus Pakistan, mother of all battles. Hello, 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 hello. 1 2 3 1 2 3. Hello, 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 Pramod. चले बता दो 3 2 1. Hello and welcome everyone. We are here to talk about India versus Pakistan, the most high profile game of this World Cup. Obviously mother of all battles. Everyone is talking about India versus Pakistan, and obviously India starts as a favorite, but this was not always the case. If you look at the history of India-Pakistan clashes, the record is still in the favor of Pakistani. They have won more matches than India has done. But if you look at the past, the earlier matches when India started playing Pakistan in the 70s and in the 80s and in 90s, the first 30 years where India played almost 100 matches, 70% matches, roughly 70% matches were won by Pakistani team. So they were obviously the favorite to win those contests. But since 2005, when India toured Pakistan, when Saurav Ganguly's team first time won the series in Pakistan, the one-day series, since then the record of Indian team has only improved. And if you look at in the last decade, India has been the superior side, and especially in the World Cup, we don't need to remind everyone. In the World Cup, India has played 6 matches starting from 1992 edition until the last edition 2015. Every match has been won by Indian team, and now today the match is being played at the Old Trafford ground. The last time India and Pakistan met in a World Cup match was in 1999, and on this very ground, and India won that match. However, this will be the first match of the ICC World Cup 2019 on this ground. And if you look at the past record, in the last 5 matches, teams batting first have won 3 times. Obviously, the team would like, going by the past record of this venue, a team would like to win the toss and then bat first. But probably Pakistan might not do that, because if the conditions are overcast and it is going to be conducive for the swing bowling, Pakistan might decide to field first, and they would like to expose the vulnerability in Virat Kohli, Rohit Sharma and Lokesh Rahul, because they have 2 of the quality left-arm seamers. While India has batted first in the 2 big games against South Africa and against Australia, and they have won both matches comfortably. And that has been the strength of this Indian team. They no matter which pitch they are playing, no matter which tournament they are playing, they back themselves. They believe in their strength. They are not worried about what opposition is doing. They are just mindful of doing their own things. And if you look at traditionally, India has batted first in a big game. So the road so far, if you look at India's road so far, India won the match against South Africa by 6 wickets. Then against Australia, 36 runs. Australia was a big game. The South Africa and Australia, the first 2 matches they won convincingly, and the third match against New Zealand was washed out. While Pakistan, like being typical Pakistan, they started disastrously against West Indies. They just folded out for 100 odd runs, and they lost the match by a huge margin. Then obviously they came back against England. They won the match defying all the odds, because England hadn't lost a match against them in the last month. They lost the series 4-0 against England, yet they were able to beat England, the number 1 team, the favorite to win the World Cup. So that is Pakistan for you. But again, in the last match against Australia, Pakistan lost despite Mohammad Amir's brilliance. He took 5 wickets, and yet Pakistan lost. So you never know which Pakistani team turn out to play the game. That's the most important question if you look as far as Pakistani team is concerned. We will talk about Indian team, and obviously the only concern for India is the opening slot where Lokesh Rahul, KL Rahul is going to open the inning, because we all know that Shikhar Dhawan is injured, and in place of Shikhar Dhawan, Lokesh Rahul. However, the good thing about Rahul is that his record as an opener is great. If you look at the stats, Rahul as opener in 6 matches, he has got 269 runs, and he's averaging 67. Phenomenal. He started his opening career against Zimbabwe. He got 100 in his very first match. Then in the next match, he got 50. Obviously, he did not get enough chances as an opener, because we have a settled opening pair in Rohit Sharma and Shikhar Dhawan. But this is a big game for Lokesh Rahul. If he can get a big 100 today, or a match winning, who knows? He could be the new opener for India. Remember, there was a very successful opening pair in the name of Saurav Ganguly and Sachin Tendulkar. But when Virender Sehwag came, Virender Sehwag started opening the innings with Sachin Tendulkar, and Ganguly had to come down. In fact, in 2011 World Cup, if you look at, Gautam Gambhir was the regular opener, but Gambhir batted at number 3, while it was Sehwag and Tendulkar who were opening the innings. So this scenario is not something new for Indian cricket. The openers have batted in the middle order, or middle order batsmen have opened for India, and quite successfully. So, and the problem, maybe in the main concern for India will be the number 4. Who will come in the number 4? Whether it will be Vijay Shankar or Dinesh Karthik. That's the real fight. And I think I will go with Vijay Shankar, because Vijay Shankar gives you then an option of few overs. However, if you look at the records of Dinesh Karthik and Vijay Shankar, obviously you can't compare, because Dinesh Karthik, one of the veterans, he has played ODI cricket before Mahendra Singh Dhoni made his debut for India. So Dinesh Karthik is an experienced campaigner. He has been there in the World Cup. He played 2007 World Cup team. He was part of the 2007 World Cup winning T20 team. So I think I will go with Vijay Shankar. But if Dinesh Karthik comes in place of Lokesh Rahul in the middle order, don't get surprised. Virat Kohli, obviously, without Virat Kohli, if there is one batsman the whole Pakistan is talking about, if you go to the Pakistani TV channels or anywhere in the world, everyone is talking about Virat Kohli. His record, probably this is a good enough record, 45 average of 45 in 12 matches. But by Kohli's standard, Kohli's phenomenal standard, it is not as good. Kohli is who is roughly scoring around 60 in ODI cricket. This 45 is something, a bit of letdown for someone like Virat Kohli. And the reason why Kohli's record is not great against Pakistan, the reason is Mohammad Amer and Junaid Khan. Junaid Khan is obviously not part of this squad, but Junaid Khan has troubled Kohli in the past. He's a left arm seamer. And Mohammad Amer also has got some success against Virat Kohli. So this contest will be most keenly watched, Virat Kohli versus Wahab Riaz and precisely Mohammad Amer, because Kohli doesn't have a great record against Mohammad Amer. And if you talk about Indian bowling, will the Indian bowlers take a note from West Indian bowlers? The way West Indian bowlers bounced out the Pakistani batsmen, they almost terrorized the Pakistani batsmen. They were clueless against the short-pitched ball, the bouncers, the way Mohammad Hafiz or Shoaib Malik batted. But I think India doesn't need to copy the methods of West Indies. India, if you look at Indian bowling attack, they are the most versatile and the informed bowling attack. You don't have any respite. You have to face, first of all, Jasprit Bumrah, the number 1 bowler across the format, with new ball or old ball. It's very difficult to score off against Jasprit Bumrah. Then there is Bhuvneshwar Kumar. Bhuvneshwar Kumar is very good. We saw against Australia, his first spell was very miserly, and then in the second spell, the way he troubled the Australian middle order. Then India might be tempted to play the third seamer in place of one spinner, like Mohammad Shami may come in, but that depends on the conditions. But in Hardik Pandya, there has a good third seamer. Pandya bowled his 10 overs of quota. Just 1 over was expensive, but he's a very good bowler for these conditions. And then obviously you have the 2 spinners, Kuldeep Yadav and obviously Yuzvendra Chahal. If you look at Pakistani team, the threat, the threat of left arm pace bowler Mohammad Amer, Shaheen Afridi and Wahab Riyad. Shaheen Afridi has been a young sensation, 6'6" the tall fast bowler, but he has been very expensive. The one thing which goes against him is very expensive. The same goes with Wahab Riaz. He is also expensive, but when Wahab is on strong, he can destroy any batting lineup. We saw the glimpses of Wahab at his best in his first match against England. Though he was expensive, but he took 3 crucial wickets. And Wahab is someone who can trouble with you with his bouncers. And Mohammad Amir, obviously, we have spoken about Mohammad Amir's versatility. He is one bowler who is among the wickets. He has got most wickets for Pakistan. In fact, he is the one. He is the number 2 in the bowling chart after Mitchell Starc. Mitchell Starc has got the maximum wicket. And incidentally, both players are left arm quick. So left arm quick, this variety obviously troubles the Indian top order, and Pakistan has one of the best exponents to exploit the weakness in the Indian batting lineup. If you look at the happy memories from ICC Champions Trophy, India defeated Pakistan in the first league match, but they lost against Pakistan when it mattered most in the 2017 Champions Trophy final. But since then, that was an exceptional match, the 2017 Champions Trophy final. If you look at the curve of both teams, the Pakistan has gone downhill. They have come down their performance. If you look at their run rate, their win-loss percentage, it has come heavily down, while India has only improved. India realized they have a problem in their bowling attack. They addressed it. They have brought in Yuzvendra Chahal and Kuldeep Yadav, and this Indian team looks like the team of the early 90s and 2000, like the Australians used to dominate. R. Ashwin recently remarked that this Indian team is capable of winning World Cup without even losing a single match, and that is very much a possibility because the kind of attack India has. So I think this is going to be a very exciting match. And lack of experience against this Indian team. The Pakistani team, if you look at, they don't have the big names. Apart from Mohammad Amir, you really don't, the Indian team is not going to be overawed. If you look at, there are 2 veterans. They have brought in 2 veterans, Mohammad Hafiz and Shoaib Malik. Though Hafiz has a one great match, but Shoaib Malik is struggling. People might argue that Shoaib Malik has 4 centuries against India, very good record against India. But we must not forget that all the 4 centuries has come before 2010. In the last 7 years, Shoaib Malik doesn't have a great record against India. So this is all we have in this our special live segment. Let's watch, and we will again join you during the lunch break and post-match break. Thank you very much for watching. ठीक था देखो, हाँ जितना था याद सब हमारे ग्राफिक्स के अलावा एंड कर दे लाइव. ठीक है, मैं जा रहा हूँ यार, वहाँ से कर दिया. ठीक है, यहाँ से भी एंड करना हमें पड़ेगा. वहाँ से करो यार, जब हो जाए ना तो यूट्यूब से यार ये पूरा एंड कर देना. कैंसिल एंड कर उधर से लॉगिन करेंगे जल्दी से. लॉगिन वैसे स्ट्रीम एंड करने से हो जाना चाहिए. यहाँ से तो कर दूँगा, यहाँ से स्ट्रीम एंड कर. मुझे दिखाओ उसमें कितना हो रहा है. हो गया खत्म.